Welcome to Paden Speaks. This is January 7th, 2018. Why is the community? This will probably be an ongoing series. White identitarian argument is a waste of time. And the reason I say that is because, I'm sorry, you missed the bus by about 90 years. Why argue over why there will be or why there won't be a white ethno-state when everyone knows that there won't be one? Because history isn't a pleasant thing. And the last time there was a white ethno-state, it kind of, went off the rails. Honestly, arguing with people who believe things like that is kind of like picking the low-hanging fruit. Because you know that these people are arguing a position that can't be defended by any stretch of the meaning. You know they can't defend them because you can't go into public and talk about how you want a white ethno-state. And if you do, people are going to ask you questions like, well, how are you going to make the non-white people move out of your country? And who's a white person and who's not a white person? And when you don't have an answer, then that just leaves imagination. When imagination comes into play, history comes into play, and then there's just images of trains hauling people to God knows where. This all just kind of really shows you how this is kind of a low road and how we're wasting our time talking about things that will never come to pass. And it'll never come to pass because the greater society won't tolerate that crap. Kind of like how they're not really tolerating the whole PC culture anymore. There is no such thing as a white-only country. There never will be a white-only country. The only way that there will be a white-only country or state or something like that is if you and all your crazy white friends hop in a rocket and shoot yourself off to go live on an asteroid or the moon or Mars, somewhere else where you can pick and choose who comes into your community. That's about the only way that'll ever happen. The community's been at war with SJWs, feminists, you name it. The community and the other side have been fighting. I wouldn't call it fighting, arguing. So what I don't understand is, why have you decided that you have crushed the enemy before you in such a way that they cannot rise up and possibly do anything to harm you again? How have you reached that point? So much so that you think that you can turn around and cannibalize yourselves. You haven't beat anybody. Yes, I would admit you have definitely put the majority of them back on their toes, but you haven't beat anybody. They're still here. They still can hurt you. They still can turn public opinion against you. You're not done with your previous enemy. So why are you turning on yourself? Also, I feel like they have opened themselves up to too many liabilities getting into arguments like this. It's basically cannon fodder for people who want to say that everybody left from an SJW or a feminist or anybody like that is a Nazi or a member of the Ku Klux Klan. With the election of Donald Trump, it was a good thing and a bad thing for the community. It's good in the sense that these people spend most of their time howling at the sky that Donald Trump is the president of the United States. So the bad side of Donald Trump's election would be that it's left the community in a bit of a lull. And with that lull, we find that our community has suddenly started turning on itself instead of being more concerned with their former adversaries. The cause would be better served if various factions inside of the community remembered that they were part of a community that had banded together to fight people who were trying to get rid of both of them. We need to remember that we don't always have to agree. Obviously, a white ethno-state would be a bad thing in my opinion, because I really don't want to watch people kill each other again. But that is my opinion. And other people have other opinions, and that is fine. So, I think it'd be best if the community just remembers that the people that they originally started fighting are still there and haven't gone anywhere, and who are probably sitting back right now laughing their asses off watching people fight over whether there should be a white ethno-state. and what whiteness is, and stupid crap like that. I guess that kind of concludes my rant there. Why is the Community will probably be a reoccurring series, because why not? And I don't have anything better to do with my time. So thank you for listening to Paden Speaks, and yeah, bye.